Hello friends, today we will see part 4 in the course in software project management. It is all about the risk management. Any project needs to start and end at the predefined dates. This is most fundamental aspect about projects. There could be risks like resource unavailability, service breakdown problems, technology obsolescence, wrong selection of project tools, etc. These risks can occur and can hamper project progress. Finding chances of occurrences of risk and finding ways to tackle them is important. So risk management is very important for any project. So since a project need to start at a predefined date and needs to be finished by a predefined date, so it means that all the project tasks should complete before uh, this predefined end date. Otherwise, uh, you can say the project has failed. So to ensure that all these project tasks get completed in time, you need to maintain a lot of things, and you have to keep an eye on any risk which can occur on the project. And due to this risk, some of the tasks may not get completed in time. So this is all about risk, and some of the kind of risk can include like resource unavailability, like resource is not available, and could be some service breakdown problems like the internet is down, and the things which needed internet is not available, and so the project is getting delayed, or some other service agreement can happen. Then technology can become obsolete. Then project tools are selected wrongly, and there are some of the risks. There are many types. We will see all of them later. So due to any risk which can occur will hamper project progress, and so the project will be at risk of failing. So to ensure that the project progress well, you need to keep tracking the risk which can occur and finding solutions which can avoid this risk, or if risk occur, then minimizing the impact of the risk on the project. Risk can hamper a project, either affecting product quality or rate of production. So in two ways, project risk can hamper a project, like the product quality getting less than required, production is going down. Like suppose the average rate of software development is say 20 lines of source code per day, but due to some problems on certain days, this rate could not be achieved due to say, some risk which happened. So these are two things which can get affected due to any risk which can occur on a project. Product quality can go down if software engineers lack adequate skills or not enough time could be allotted for testing. So quality of the software product which you are developing in the project can go down if some required skills is not available. Some software engineers are less than uh, have less than adequate skills, or sometimes there is not enough time left to do a complete testing. So some of the defects could not be detected, and so the quality will hamper. Rate of production may go down if adequate resources are not allocated on the project. So, for example, rate of production can go down if you have less than required number of resources to do a certain project task. Suppose a task needs two two people, like the design needs two people, and you could find only one. So then definitely one person will be doing the entire work, which should have been done by two people. So rate of production will go down, and that means the project will get delayed. Some major risk type which can happen for a software project can include resource risk, like less number of resources, technology risk, like technology getting obsolete, budget risk, like the allocated budget is not enough, or maybe you can say overspending is happening on the project, so you will be spending more than what was budgeted for the project. Then quality risk, so quality is not good enough, and so the software product which you are developing has more number of defects than desired. Then time risk, so the time allocated for completing each project task is not enough, or some wrong due to some wrong estimates, effort estimate. So it could be a time risk. Then here is a list of causes of risk on software project. One is bad negotiation. So bad negotiation is can happen when the project was in the initiation phase, when the the project manager and his team uh, have to provide the estimates, and the customer on the other hand will try to get the things faster. Like the project team estimates that it will take 6 months to develop the product, but customer wants it in 4 months. And due to bad negotiation, the project team agrees to whatever customer is saying. So at that time, they agreed on the project duration, but later the project team found they cannot complete the project in the desired period, and due to this bad negotiation, this kind of risk can happen. Then cost constraints, like the budget was agreed by the customer, but they are not able to release budget at assigned time periods, and so the cost which is involved, like paying the software engineers, will not be possible, and it can then again it can risk the project. Then quality constraints. So again, uh, the quality level has not been achieved as per the desired level. So it can. So this is a risk. So it is related to the quality of the software product. Then disinterest. Sometimes it can happen that the project stakeholders uh, become uninterested in the development of the software product after some time, and then it can jeopardize the project, and it is also a major risk, because the customer may like to wind up the project instead of going ahead and completing the project if they are not interested any longer. Then resource unavailability. If the resources are not available, uh, then it is a major risk, because the project task could not be completed on time. Then attrition can happen on a project when software engineer working on the project finds some other job and moves, and then due to this attrition, the project will be at a risk. Then scope creep can happen when the customers they ask for changes in the requirements during the project, and so the amount of work which needs to be done is get increased, and the scope becomes much larger, and so in the larger scope, this larger scope could not be completed in time. Then poor management. Suppose the project manager is not a good uh, project manager, and he is not good in say people management or time management, or not able to monitor and control the project well. So it can hamper the project. So this is also a major risk. Then human error. So due to some human error, some quality issues can occur, or some other kind of things can also occur, like uh, due to mistakes while writing some project report. So it can feed the customer with the wrong data, so it can also hamper the project. Then unrealistic estimate. So the project team estimated the amount of time required to complete project task is not realistic, and so it could not be completed in time. So that is also a risk. Some of the techniques which help in mitigating risk include providing some time buffers. For example, say we have task one and then task two, and task two can start only after completion of task one. But due to some problems, task one could not be completed in time. So it is better to provide a buffer between these two tasks, so that in the buffer period, task one can be completed, so that the task two can be started on time. So providing this buffers is a good option. Then on good knowledge management system can also help. Like suppose for some reason the project needs some resources, some additional resources during execution of the project, and if the company which is developing the software product has a knowledge management system, then the project manager can ask the HR department to find suitable people to be recruited for the project, and the HR team has a good knowledge management system. They can find out people who are idle, or who can be transferred to this project with the matching skills, so that the project work will not get affected. Then one more of alternative for risk management is providing quality check. So after completion of each task, or say before completion of each task, like the task one has been completed, but the task two say is dependent on task one. Like the input says task one is software design, and task two is construction of the module which was designed in task one. So if task one had some problems, like the in the software design was good, not good, it had some quality issues, then the construction of the module uh, will also have issues, and the defects which were there in the design will enter into the construction as well. So to ensure that uh, there are no defects entry into the later stages of the development of the software product, it is better to have quality check after completion of a task. So, like in on some projects, you have quality gates. The quality gates ensure that the the resources which are working on the task, they check for quality of the product, and when they see that it is okay, only then they will approve, and then the next task can be started. And one method of risk management is using a risk prioritization. So what you do is you create a list of risks, and then you assign priority and impact to risk. Like uh, if a risk has what kind of priority, if it is high priority risk or low priority risk. For example, say you have two risks. The first risk is related to uh, skills, and the other risk is related to, say, uh, to uh, say some uh, service uh, service related thing, like providing the internet or something. So the risk associated with the skills is a high priority task, and the risk which is associated with the service provision is a less priority. So if the project manager has to assign higher priority for this risk related to skills, and he will ensure that the person who is supposed to do some work gets training, so that his skills is up to date, and he will be able to perform the task well. So even if the project manager is not able to provide say internet facility at time, but still some work can be done without the internet connection, and when the internet connection becomes available, then the task which was using internet can be done. So it is less priority risk, you can say. So uh, so you need to assign the priority for all of this, and also the impact, what impact this can have on the project. For example, the impact of risk related to skills has high it is a high impact risk for the project. Then order list of risk is per priority and impact. So once you assign the priority and the kind of impact which can happen on the project, and then you order all the risk in this list. So top priority and high impact risk will be on the top, so that the project manager will be able to provide solutions for this risk more earlier, and with more rigor than say uh, a risk which is at the bottom in this list. Make prioritize list of this. So this is means you are making a list uh, uh, with the priority, high priority risk, and then less priority risk, and the project manager will keep all this risk, and if at any time some changes happen in this list, so the project manager will update the list. Each kind of risk which can occur on a project should be identified and then evaluated for the kind of impact it can have on the project. Probability for the risk to occur should also be identified. Together with impact and probability, the risk factor can be devised for each risk on the project. The biggest now we discussed all this risk, and these kind of risks happen on the waterfall based projects, and there is one alternative to go for waterfall project is to go for, say, agile method, like using extreme programming or scrum, and these kind of methods are known as risk averse methods of software development. So uh, why they are risk averse, and how the risk is avoided on these methods is discussed now. The biggest benefit of iterative software development lifecycle model is that it minimizes risk. In the waterfall model, the software product is available for end user review only after the complete software product is built. If there were misunderstandings in getting end user requirements right, then the software product built will not be suitable to the end users. In iterative models, this risk is minimized by building a small set of features and getting them reviewed by end users. If any features are not correct, then making the required changes at this stage is not costly. So, how the agile or iterative method of software development helps in minimizing risk? Uh, what they do is they do not develop the complete software product, because in the waterfall model, when the project team gets so gathers and all the requirements and create software specifications, and then they do the complete design, and then they write the source code, then test. So the complete software product is developed this way, and say after say the project duration is 1 year, so the customer is able to see the product and find out if it is suitable for them or not, if the product is really as per their requirements. So it is known only after say 1 year. So this is a huge risk, because uh, if after product is developed, the customer finds that it is not as per the requirements, then all the time and money on the project is wasted. So the better alternative is that you develop the software product uh, by developing only a small set of features at a time. Say three, four product features you are developing in say 2 weeks, and then the customer sees these features, and if there are any if they find that they need some changes, so they are changed immediately. So this way, after every 2 weeks, the customer is able to see what product has been developed, and you can keep doing developing software product this way. So some features at a time, and then you incrementally build the product this way. So during the entire product development, the customer knows how the product is being built, and if it meets the requirement. So this risk is avoided, and that is why these methods are known as risk uh, averse methods. So again, we are coming back to waterfall model and seeing what kind of risk occur on these projects. So one is long gestation period. Definitely, like the project is developed, say the duration is 1 year. So only after 1 year, the customer is able to see the product and find out if it meets their requirements. So it is a big risk. Then large upfront commitment. So on waterfall model, the customer is committing for the project in the very beginning for the complete project. So upfront commitment is huge for waterfall models, and it is a big risk. High management cost. Waterfall model employ a large project team, because they need to develop a lot of things in the time period, and definitely they need a lot of resources to work on those tasks. So that means you also need more people to manage the project team, like say 50 developers, software engineers are working. So generally, project manager may not be able to manage all the 50 people. The project manager may need some project leads, like there could be a project lead for software design, there is a project lead for software construction, there is a project lead for testing. So there will be more management people on the project. So the management cost goes up on waterfall projects. And then the requirement changes on waterfall projects. It is a general tendency because uh, the customers want the product as per their requirement, but say the software is being developed for last 3 months, so definitely there could be some changes in the market conditions, and the customer may like the product to meet those new market conditions, so they may ask for some changes. So when they ask for some changes in the product, then some rework will be involved, and a lot of things may need to be changed in the software product. So it is a big risk. Miscommunication. So miscommunication happen because there is a large project team working on the project. So definitely there is a chance of the miscommunication happening is large. So this was all about risk management for software projects. So thanks for your time and bye for now.